Here we are back on the truck for day 2 of the engine swap. I did get the engine out. One thing that I forgot to do and didn't see whenever I was removing it was that the dipstick is actually bolted to the engine right here for the transmission. And it looks like about a 17mm bolt that holds that in. But with it out, you can actually see the back of the engine pretty good. I gotta swap over a few things. I gotta do the exhaust manifolds. I have to swap over the valve covers, coils, the flex plate, the engine guard and transmission guard. I have to do the dipstick. Then I have to swap over all the pulleys and the harmonic balancer, and then do all the sensors. But I'm probably going to get started on that here in just a few minutes. I'm going to get them a new water pump just for insurance, and I've already got it out, so it's just better to go ahead and do it now. Replace anything you can at this point, because you will have to, if anything goes wrong, like if you use like an old water pump or something, there's a possibility it could fail. But anything you see wrong, go ahead and swap it over now. Oh yeah, I gotta swap over this sensor, knock sensors, and this heater hose line right here also. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to swapping some of this stuff over. I'm gonna kind of set it down and let it rest where I can just sit down and just start yanking stuff off. But I'm probably gonna like put the camera down, let it film me taking some of this stuff off. And if there's anything that y'all need while I'm doing this, just shoot a comment down below and I'll let you know what it is and how I took it off. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this in just a second, and I'll be right back.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all.
One thing I wanted to show everybody was the bolts for the motor mounts. This one right here goes on the passenger side. It is a 24mm, and then these two right here went on the passenger side, and these are 21mm. This one right here does have a nut that stays in on the frame, and it's in like a little encased like housing, and as you can tell, it's got the blue Loctite on it, so it made it pretty tight to get it out. It took me a while to get it, as it was on there with some good torque. These right here, they come off really easy, and there's not much room to get an impact in here due to the front differential and the side of the engine, because I did remove it with the exhaust manifold still on the engine, as it was like the easiest way for me to do that. But I just wanted to give y'all a look at what they are and show you about how long this bolt is. Just that bolt right there took me about 20 minutes to get out. But like I said, I wanted to show you that before I showed me switching everything over. So as you can see from the time lapse, I took a bunch of stuff off of this. I think I got everything that I needed to off of this engine and started putting it onto the new engine. I won't be able to put some of it on until I lift it out of the crate. I'll show you the new engine here in just a second, but the crate is keeping it from putting the motor mounts, flex plate, and harmonic balancer on here. But we did get a lot of stuff taken off, and the new engine actually came with spark plugs as well, which is pretty cool that they did that. But as you can see, here's the engine right here. Only thing I got to take out of the transmission is the other dial pin, because it did get stuck into the other transmission, or into the transmission that's in there. Here it is right there, and As you can see right there, there's the dial pin right there on the driver's side. But she's out, and now we're going to start putting the new one in. I'll probably start doing that tomorrow, just because it's getting a little late in the day and I'm kind of tired from pulling this one out. But let's go look at the new engine. Here it is right here. I got to order a water pump, some exhaust manifold bolts, all the fluids that go with it, a couple other little things like that. Nothing real major that I had to get. I think the biggest thing was the exhaust manifold bolts that I needed to get, because normally these do rust out and break on you. Oh, and the dipstick got rusted into the old engine and it broke off right where it goes in, so I have to get another dipstick. I did forget about that. But other than that, everything went pretty smooth on switching it over. I have all the sensors in. I just got to tighten all the bolts. Like here's the knock sensor right here. As you can see, I still got to tighten that one. I don't know how good you can see in there, but you can see it's got spark plugs already in it. I switched over the VVT solenoids, the cam position sensors, the crank position sensor. I have the whole mount balancer just kind of stuck in there. I don't have it on completely, but I did get it just pushed up on there to where it needs to be. All the pulleys are on. They're just finger tight right now. They're not tightened down. But like I said, we're going to start putting it in probably tomorrow, and I will show you some installation processes on the harmonic balancer and a few other little things, and I'll give you the part numbers and everything to all the new parts that I'm getting. But thank you for watching all my videos on this. Like I said, there's going to be probably 3 or 4 videos on this series, and if you enjoy it, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and until next time, y'all have a great day.